So what I'm hoping to do, what I want to do is, since I can't see the feed, oh, cranky cuss you, is put a feed pan in there with a little bit of feed right here, so that, because I can't see the feed on the yeah, I can't see the feed on the floor. Or not. Now eat. Cranky pig. So we'll just see if she eats that or not. If she don't, then I'll have to come up with something different. So the little pigs wanted to play with it. Oh well, whatever. The fucking stupidest thing he ever did was put shavings on top of in there and then tell me to put feed on when I can't, when they both look the same. So it's maintenance day. Yeah, cows need a bale of hay. Or no. They get square bales. Okay, guess I better go do that. Just a few left. Not many. About a week's worth of feeding. That's the sound of money growing. What am I saying? You don't make no money in farming. You lose money thanks to our wonderful... Well, I'm not even gonna go there. We interrupt this program to feed the cows before we get started with our day. Okay, now we got that brief interruption out of the way. We're gonna take this thing over to shop. And I'm gonna explain some things to you about this tool, I think. Alright, that's good. So the thing did get hydraulic oil the other day. It's right where it needs to be. So, yeah. Better get with it. So I'm going to be using this grease gun here to grease with, and look here, we still got a full battery from greasing all the stuff that I've said I've greased before, plus utilize that light for a good hour. So the reason why I'm going to let this folded up like it is, it's quite simple. Because it makes greasing so much easier. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean, see them things are all offset, them holders are all offset. You gotta weasel your way through each and every one of them, because I like to go back and forth in rows, and it just makes it, you know, so much easier with the thing folded up. You can hit, you know, the majority of this stuff with the thing folded up. You can access the grease fitting here for the hinges. There's four hinges, one per each hinge, and two, it just makes it that much more easy to get to like your tires and stuff with the thing folded up, so you don't gotta work through all the wings and all that. Or I mean, work with the wings down. That's where a little baby screwdriver comes in handy for jobs like this, because these grease fittings are recessed in this thing, and they get dirt all in them, which, you know, I can see why they're recessed, because, you know, when you're out in the field working with this tool and these things spin, so yeah, so you don't want to have a grease fitting that's sticking out just out in the open. because that's not good. So here's a prime example of why exterior grease fittings wouldn't work, that they have to be recessed, because of a very good example of, you know, the thing getting down in the dirt and potentially getting broke off if it was not recessed like this. Yeah, these are a pain in the butt. Well, they're not really if you know what you're doing, but they can be. They most certainly can be. I wasn't keeping track of how many grease fittings there are on this tool. If anybody knows, by all means, please let me know, because I thought it was somewhere around 60, but I could be very, very wrong. All right. Oh, hang on. So I'm in far enough. Field going over beside the house, and then yeah, I'm trying to concentrate here for the first pass. The first pass is always tricky when you're going 8 miles an hour through the field, making sure you don't smack no post or nothing, which that could bad. That could really be bad. And I don't really want to do that, because then that means, you know, I'd have to end up fixing it. Well, I'd have to have help fixing it, but you guys get the idea where I'm going with that. Today's Friday the 13th. I know there's a lot of people out there that are really like super stupid, blah 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 blah. Me, I just look at it as another day. They're like, oh, don't. So statistics say, like, don't walk on the ladders and stuff like that, you know, blah blah blah. You know, I don't believe in stuff like that, but each their own. First, I just, what the heck? What am I thinking? What am I thinking, boy? Oh. They say if you're gonna screw up, make sure you screw up so good that nobody notices you done it. So, yeah. To be determined. I'm running about 8.5 miles an hour. I could go faster, but I don't really see the need to go any faster. help when you go fast, but don't really have the room here in this 13 acres to be going that fast. When you're running this tool, you always want to go right back down the same land or the same pass as you always went, because you can never tell like where you've been when you make lands and stuff like that. It gets confusing at times. Actually, at an angle in the next pass. See what that looks like. You gotta get this trash worked up to be able to plant beans. I think that's what I'm getting. So spin around here at the corner. I'll get that back the other way. Just like this. Maybe it'll slide out. I don't know. Actually, this ain't working up too bad. Kicked it up, well, faster. Let's see what that looks like, because, you know, 8 mile an hour, kick it up to like 9.5. See what one pass going that fast look like. But I wouldn't go this fast down that water because it's too darn rough and washouts. But pleased with my work. You're doing crazy white water angle with this tool. Work on the trash up and everything. That's basically all you want to do. We don't do no disking unless we rip ground, and the reason why you rip ground is because to help with water drainage and to break up the heart tape. Used the chisel plow, but yeah, not no more. This is a lot easier, and well, I wouldn't say easier because it's still work, but you guys know what I'm getting at. I'm gonna put you on the tool. I'm gonna put you on this business end back here, and you can watch me go at this. I don't really remember where I had you last year. kind of starting to get stupid. Down this kind of a point here as you look out over across the hood. I should have started down here to begin with and worked my way up the hill, but we all make mistakes, and just like I'm making a mistake right now, just turn around on what I worked in. I'm gonna have to make when I do my exhaust later, I'll have to do, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing 5 rounds or so, just because for the amount of room that I have to utilize when turning this thing around. I'm turning in 4-wheel drive because that way I don't risk jackknifing, which I have done that before with a hay rake, and that is not good. On my right side better than I can the left side. Just personal preference. I mean, I'd rather be good and accurate than screw up and be accurate. If that makes sense. Which it should to some people. And this field worked up ever so nicely. So I would kind of like to better myself in the art of tillage. Say this corner up here, actually any corner for that matter. The way I do it is I turn and take a little bit of the weight off of the tool, so that way I don't break the tool. And then I go right back down with it. But there's another part of me that thinks that you're supposed to back up with the tool, sink it in the ground, and then go again, which, you know, I really don't know if that's the correct way that you're supposed to work around or not. Or like I do, just make light turns and all that. I don't know. That's up for debate. If anybody is interested in debating this topic. So yeah, let's see what else I can break today. I already broke the disc, and just think it was my fault. I think it was more cheap China-made junk than anything. But you never know. It's weird, the thing just shut off and then started again.